Let us find out how many mesh are available in given circuit. So mesh 1, 10 ohms, 5 ohms, 50 volt. The current that will flow through this mesh can be represented as I1. Second mesh, 2 ohms, 3 ohms, 2 ampere, 10 ohms. The current can be termed as I2. Third mesh, 2 ampere, 3 ohms, 1 ohms, 5 ohms. And the current can be termed as I3. I will name these currents now. First, clockwise current I1. Second, clockwise current I2. Third, clockwise current I3. Now, the presence of this 2 ampere current source indicates that this problem belongs to type 2 problem. In type 2 problem, you have to represent the value of current source in terms of the unknown currents. That is the first rule. Now, why this has to be done? If you try to write down KVL for loop 2, you are going to face a specific problem. Let us see. Here you can write down minus 2 into I2. Here you can write down minus 2 into I2 minus I3. But when you reach at this particular point, the voltage across this current source cannot be represented. And that is the reason it is not possible for us to write down the KVL for loop number 2 as well as loop number 3. Why? Because when we start writing down equation for loop number 3 like this current source will also fall in the path of the equation in case of loop number 3. So now we have to represent this 2 ampere current source in terms of unknown currents. So how many currents are flowing through these 2 ampere current sources? So two currents, I2 and I3. Let us see how the directions of currents are. So if you follow I2, you can see I2 is flowing in the same direction of current source. But if you see I3, then I3 is flowing in the opposite direction of the current source. So what will be the equation of this current source? The equation will be plus I2 minus I3 equals to 2. Plus I2 minus I3 equals to 2. Now let us write down equation for mesh 1 starting from this point. First component minus 10 multiplied by I1 minus I2 minus 5 multiplied by I1 minus I3 plus 50 is equal to 0. Minus 10 I1 minus I2 minus 5 I1 minus I3 plus 50 equals to 0. If you open this bracket, you are going to get equation minus 15 I1 plus 10I2 plus 5I3 equals to minus 50. This will act as equation number 2. This will act as equation number 1. And now we have to write down the third equation. You cannot write down equation for loop number 2 and 3. So let us write down the equation for the outer loop now. Starting at this particular point, first component minus 2 into I2 minus 1 into I3 plus 50 equals to 0. I will write down the equation. So this can be represented as minus 2I2 minus 1I3 equals to minus 50. This is your equation number 3. And now if you solve this, you are going to get I1, I2 and I3. The answers are I1 equals to 20 ampere, I2 17.33 ampere, I3 15.33 ampere.